Hello, everybody. Welcome to GAHCast, the show where one of the hosts did laundry and all of his clothes wet pink. I'm your host, Hydrowave99, and I'm here today with my co-hosts and good friends, FluufAlpaca and GhostwellerGame. How is everyone doing tonight?
You know, one of these times, I'm gonna get you back for all the times you reamed me during all the intros. I can promise you.
At least it's not what I put in the DMs, in Hydro's DMs.
I just woke up.
Alright. Alpaca?
Well, you know, I've been alright. I had Chinese food,
Alright,
and
nice.
I also got a lamp that was like $20,
Nice.
and I also found some toys for my nephew.
Nice. Could you share
Yeah.
one of the toys, because we were cracking up when we saw this.
Give me 1 second. Okay. Pictures. Where is it? Alright, so it is the other one, the other folder. Give me 1 second. Okay, so
3 objects.
now I have it in untitled folder for some reason. Wait, no, I don't. Shit. Is it in pictures? Very bottom. Give me 1 second. Apologize. That's
Anytime now.
no.
This would have been the perfect time to play Your Reality from Dan Salvato's game, Doki Doki Literature Club, while we were waiting for this, but clearly I don't want to get copyright checked until
Copyright.
I'm sorry.
You can always play like "Fluffing the Duck" by Kevin McLeod.
True. Could.
Oh, here it is. I found some interesting toys, dude. Hydro, please, like, cut that, like, silence out post-production.
It's fine. It's fine.
I found this. And, plenty of other things, like, oh, you know. Like, where is it? I literally just had it. Oh, yes.
We found it.
What in the fresh fuck is that? All right. You know what? Anyone who comments on this video, what would you caption that photo? I'm thinking, he got dummy off of Flintstone gummies, or
No,
he
this
said
one.
Puff pass, not puff eat.
This
Or,
one, dummy.
Oh, I got that one. When you eat the Chinese food.
Right. All right.
When the fuck is that?
You know, right.
But last but not least,
That's yeah. And, how would you voice that one? I think a Pika.
draw.
Just Pikachu, motherfucker.
Does it top duck with knife?
You got a knife.
Right.
Or does it?
Brutality.
Does it? Does it top? However, does it top?
I swear to God, if you pull up my photo.
I mean, I wasn't gonna, but you know, does it top this?
All right, you know what? You motherfucker. No, it doesn't top that. That is God tier. That is, I have ascended to God tier.
What about this?
Oh, about
What
that
does
image of our good friend GhostwellerGame, comment down below or message GhostwellerGame if you want that image to be an email in his chat.
You guys are gonna make that come true, huh?
Yes, I'm cropping it to. But what about this photo? We cannot be equal,
Yeah,
dude.
no, no, that will go in my chat easy.
Or this photo.
That is definitely not.
Crispy dog.
Can we get an image of Monica in the chat?
Please fucking no. Fucking no.
My God, that's perfect. Absolutely beautiful craftsmanship jokes. Missing no.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Anyways,
So last episode was, we were talking of the PlayStation Showcase, which we will link that somewhere here. But pretty much, this kind of feels more like a continuation of that episode, where we have a bunch of other topics here, and we were gone for a few weeks because everyone was freaking busy. It was hard to get everybody together for this episode.
yeah.
Despite my best efforts of trying to get everybody together, but what can I do? I can't stop everybody. So, anyways.
you made that personal. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways,
Yeah.
I just want one episode where you guys just don't fucking ream me.
Oh, Ghostweller, believe me, if you can find an opportunity to roast me, please do so. I don't care.
yes, please, dude.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't
Gladly.
it be fun?
Please, actually, everybody, if we find something that could roast another host, just do it. Let's balance each other out. Like, for instance, I know one of the hosts wants to know the J-pop band that asked about Mr. Metallica. And he remained silent. I owned Alpaca.
Mr. Metallica. Mr. Metallica, dude. Like, so the thing is the thing that I don't get is why did they talk as if, why did they say Mr. Metallica or something? They said like the Metallica, or and they talked as if James like was fucking like a like was like the entirety of Metallica was a single like person.
Right.
Like like I don't know. I forgot. I don't even know if it was like baby metal. I thought it was like, I don't know. It's just like
One of those bands.
it was one of those bands, and I couldn't understand why they said it like that of all things. Like, oh yes, Mr. Metallica.
Right.
It's like, yeah, about that.
Yeah. So let's just get down. I think it's time to get to a couple news here. So let me get my internet browser ready, and we're going to start copying and pasting some news articles here. We have a good chunk of things to say here.
Oh yeah.
So once we get that going, I think we'll be all set to go. I think if I say anything, the audio might get a little scrambled here, but that should be fine for now.
The VRAM fucks up.
Yeah. Oh god.
Yeah.
Literally opens Chrome and then dead.
Low CPU. Lol.
It's just I don't know what's going on.
PC2 will be hopefully PC2 will be out, will be a thing by 2022.
Today, Junior.
I know. If it wasn't for me trying to think about getting another car too, I would have had it done by now. But whatever.
You know what I need, my good sir?
Monica.
Unplugged his microphone. Oh god. I'm trying to find something, and I don't know where it is.
Right. So here we are. The first thing we're going to talk about here is the fact that Sony acquired Firesprite. And these guys actually were formerly part of, Sony Liverpool, who were responsible for the Wipeout series of racing games. And recently they've done the Playroom and the Playroom VR. So, do you have any thoughts about this quick little studio acquisition? Besides the fact that Ghostweller unplugged his mic.
I think the funny
Shut the fuck up.
I thought you didn't know. I thought
I forgot. I thought I plugged it in.
But
I
yeah,
thought you didn't know, and you were
forgot.
like, okay. So what I thought was, I thought that you forgot to connect your mic again. I thought it didn't automatically do it, and you were like, what the you know.
yeah.
Anyways,
Talk about it.
All right. Well, Ghostweller. Anyways, you were trying to say something beforehand. So, what was it you're trying to say about this topic here? Besides the fact you unplugged your mic again, because we can't hear you.
I think it would be cool if they if they were to make, if the developers and the creators were to make like another type of playroom series, or if they were to do like, let's say, if they made a whole like arcade type of game set in VR, that would be pretty fucking dope. That'd be pretty dope if they were to do that.
Right. And
Have just some
yeah,
open world, massive ass arcade.
Yeah. Clearly, it shows that Sony's been heavily invested in VR. I mean, obviously we have Insomniac, which already did work in virtual reality, and then you have this studio here. It shows PlayStation's increasing commitment to virtual reality.
Well, that depends if Microsoft will do it first, because if Microsoft ever does release like another headset besides the mixed reality portal, that'd be pretty damn cool. And what are you doing to my emblem, you son of a bitch?
Oh my
look
God.
very closely. Look very closely.
What is that? What is that?
You'll see eventually.
I don't know, Ghostwell, if you remember, but there was a time back in the day when you were asking me to make new renditions of your logo, and myself and Alpaca were just screwing around with Photoshop and everything, and we were just making all these weird, different backgrounds for your banner. It was freaking hilarious.
Oh yeah, certainly.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Right. But anyways,
I mean,
yeah.
go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, Alpaca, did you have any thoughts about this studio acquisition before we move on?
No, not really.
Okay. I just figured that was just a quick topic, nothing crazy. But we also have another thing here. So another thing that was announced was, I think, September 15th, Sony finally released the public update that allowed you to install an NVMe SSD drive inside your PlayStation 5, or in what Ghostweller likes to call the wireless router.
Yes.
So they added some things, like they increased the 3D audio support, they off that up, and they also allowed, the ability for PlayStation Remote Play to be done over remote mobile networks. So in other words, you could, if you have a cell phone and you pair it up with your PlayStation controller and your PlayStation 5 or 4, you can technically play your PlayStation games over the phone via internet connection.
Better have good internet connection.
Well, they did say you could do it over mobile networks, and obviously mobile speeds, like especially if you have 5G connectivity, it's wicked fast speeds. And yeah, so this is just a pretty good update, especially if you're looking more towards the side of,
Of on-the-go gaming.
not only that, but to be able to expand your storage for PS5 games, because beforehand, if you wanted to you put a PS5 game in your system, you had to transfer to an external drive, but the problem with transfer to external drive is that you can't load games off the external drive. It would have to be in the NVMe storage. So now you have a way of being able to store games and actually be able to play them off storage. So, for instance, in my case right now, I have Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War on my PlayStation 5 external hard drive. Right now, I can't load the game up. It's stored, it installed stuff, but I can't play it off the external hard drive. So if I want to play Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, before I can do so, I have to transfer.
You don't even play Cold War.
Yeah, so beforehand, what I would have to do is I would have to transfer the game off my external hard drive back into my internal storage and swap some things out so I can actually play the game. And then again, I might be the one of the people that. And on top of. Yeah, so that's all I have to say about that, but solid update overall. And now we also have some delays to talk about, because we got 2 major games that got delayed. And we're going to talk about the one that broke Ghostweller's heart first. I mean, we kind of have to.
Oh yes, we do.
What is it?
Dying Light 2 got delayed.
It got delayed.
For how long?
Till February.
To February of 2022?
Yep.
You have to. Oh.
Yep.
Decided to zoom. I decided to zoom.
I hate you. I see.
Right. So, anyways, I'm gonna share the screen here. So, I'm gonna make sure everyone sees this clearly.
Yes.
What did you do to my emblem? What did you do?
It's a custom fit just for you. Only for you. Because she only wants you.
That is a joke that you guys will never let die.
100%
Only
true.
you can make this world seem bright.
Monica can fucking hang herself.
Only you.
Anyways, so here's what we have to say here.
Hey.
Hello, everyone. Today we have important news to share with you about the development progress on Dying Light 2 Stay Human. It has always been our company's goal to build transparent and honest communication with our community, fans, and gamers. Every day we strive to grow in this element. The team is steadily progressing with the production, and the game is nearing the finish line. The game is complete, and we are currently playtesting it. It is by far the biggest and most ambitious product we've ever done. Unfortunately, we've realized for us to bring the game to the level we envision, we need more time to polish and optimize it. That is why we have decided to move the release date to February 4th, 2022. We are sorry to keep y'all waiting a little longer, but we want the game to meet your highest expectations on release, and we don't want to compromise on this. However, you won't have to wait too long to get a deeper look at Dying Light 2 Stay Human. Next month, both press and content creators will get their hands on PC and console versions of the game during the upcoming series of preview events around the world. They'll be able to share their experience of the city with you. In the meantime, we would like to thank all of our fans around the world. Without your support and feedback, we would never have come so far in this journey. In addition to our regular updates, we will be gearing up to share some exciting news about the game later this month. Stay safe and stay human.
Well, I don't know. I'm glad that they delayed it only because, Dying Light was shockingly a really nobody knew Dying Light was a game up until it was released. So seeing that seeing the trailer from the game was significantly different from what we got now. So when Dying Light 1 was released, no one had a fucking clue. Nobody knew that Techland, the people that also helped build
Dead Island.
Dead Island, it was so under wraps. They're like, oh well, the code name for it was Dead Island 3. Or Dead Island 2. Or 2 or 3, I don't know. I forgot which one. But when Dead Island 2, when that codename was officially switched to Dying Light, it was so underground when the game was released. It took some people and some Let's Players to finally figure out what the game was, and it just built the biggest type of fan base around it, which blew my mind, number one, and two, as a player, it shocked me that they made such a well-crafted game. And the story was shit, don't get me wrong. The story wasn't the best. I liked it, but it could have been better. But the zombie mechanics, the gore mechanics, the way you hit things, the physics were wacky sometimes, but it was a beautifully crafted zombie game and something that I would play in a heartbeat again. I might even do it just for YouTube, but for them to delay Dying Light 2 and for them to say, hey, we got to take time to polish it and to give you guys the best experience for another zombies game says a lot. It says that they not only care about where we are coming from and how much we enjoy Dying Light 1 and people are still fucking playing it, but as well, do not show that junk on screen. And it also shows how much that we can respect them. I respect them because they delayed it. And because they're taking time. And I mean a lot of fucking time in development and as well as polishing it up to give us one of the best zombie games out there. Dying Light was really fucking awesome, and I hope to get my hands on that pre-order. So if and when a demo comes out, if and when Dying Light 2 comes out, I will 100% be playing that.
Meanwhile, I know one game that could have used like a couple more years of delays.
Yeah, that could have easily been that I could have waited till 2023 to be completely honest for that game to be released.
I could have waited till 2077. I mean, I might be still alive then.
2077, you would be so
No,
20 so
77 years old.
no, 77 years old. What? Oh my god, I'd be 77 years old. Oh my god, what a coincidence, eh? Anyway, hey, I mean,
you would be what? You'd be 70?
I don't know. I don't care. I don't know.
Right.
Probably still be alive in
No,
general.
you'd be like 68. You'd be like 68, farting sawdust and drinking Mai Tais on the beach, waiting
But-
for that game to be released.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. All I
Anyways,
know is that
I'll be dead by 40 by alcohol overdose. Alcoholism 101.
right.
yeah, and I'll look like a seal.
I'll be like a wet seal underneath a hot tar. You know.
Anyways,
I'll look like a Sony exec after he got fired and jumped off the building.
you mean like Jim Ryan, who has been screwing over retro gamers, trying to shut down the PS3 store? Be like that guy.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, we actually have another game that got delayed. So a day after Dying Light 2 got delayed, another game got delayed.
What was it?
Battlefield 2042.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, again, Battlefield. What was it? 4 that we played, Alpaca? Battlefield 4 is a really, really
Yeah, it's 4.
It still holds up. The graphics still hold up to this day, despite it being released in 2014, 2013-ish.
Yeah.
The
I
game
don't.
still holds up very, very well graphically, as well as, besides the multiplayer being hacked like fucking shit.
Oh
like all
yes.
Battlefield games do.
Certainly.
The game, I hope to get the best experience out of Battlefield multiplayer, Battlefield campaign, and whatever else they got to offer. So it kind of makes sense why they did. I don't know how long it's been delayed till, but I could wait. I could definitely wait.
I'd certainly like to see a more of like a more modern, I guess, in the sense that it's like not even that it's around like slightly more futuristic but more modern. I'd like to see the gameplay translated over from Battlefield 4 because I feel like 4, although it's you can still play it and all that stuff. I feel like the gameplay isn't as uh, up to date. It's kind of like going back to a Call of Duty multiplayer and playing it and trying it out, and then you miss tactical sprint and all that stuff that they have in this in the newer games, and the better movement and stuff. Um, but yeah, I'd like to see that. Plus, I'd like to, because it's supposed to be a sequel to, I believe it's supposed to be a sequel to 4, but I'm not too sure. I can't remember exactly. I'd also like to see iterations of the 2142 release from there was a Battlefield game that was set in like the distant future. I'd like to see a sort of like prototypes of those weapons, even though they probably wouldn't exist. Like something that would, and also the wingsuit stuff. It's very, very reminiscent of like Black Ops 2 sort of technology as well.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see that and like see them try to like capture that audience as well as because Call of Duty is fucked this year, to be honest. Um, I'd like to see them capture the Call of Duty audience that wants to go to Black Ops 2 and back to that sort of era, but not 2025, but instead 2042 because we're steadily approaching 2025 and the technology today. I mean, I don't have any nano gloves that you can suck onto walls or good like semi-transparent like screens or whatever technology. We barely have drones that can be used in the military to like crawl into vents and shock people.
We don't have drones that will go into vents, but we do have. I shit you not. We have
Oh,
drones that will drop grenades.
yes, I know. I know all about that stuff. It's like a hunter-killer drone that's like not suicidal.
Right. So,
Anyway,
anyways, what I was going to get to is that they're delaying the game till November 19th.
what? That's not that far off. Why would they delay it that much?
They're saying that the building the next generation of Battlefield during the global pandemic has created unforeseen challenges for our development teams. Given the scale and scope of the game, we had to hope our teams would be back in our studios together as we move towards launch. With the ongoing conditions not allowing that to happen safely, and with all the hard work the teams are doing from home, we feel it is important to take the extra time to deliver on the vision of Battlefield 2042 for our players. Your enthusiasm for the game has been very inspiring. We believe in the game we're making, and we thank you for your patience, and we put some finishing touches into the experience. Updates on the open beta will be coming later in the month.
I see. All right. Well, I mean, whatever. I guess that's. I mean, it's not that far off from today. I mean, it's of course, it's you gotta wait for October, and then a little more than half of November, plus the 5 days left of September right now, as of recording. But I mean, futuristic shit. I guess. By the way, going back to that for a second. Uh, I hope to see something where is it? Never mind, it doesn't matter. But
Is that a muzzle brake on top of a fucking 45?
yeah.
That is disgusting looking.
I mean, I'd love to see more technology kind of like not kind of like this. I'd love to see more of let's just see. Oh yes. I'd like to see where is it now? Yes. Here we go. This is more like it. Anyways, so by the way, that's only like about, I think, about 7 weeks. I think, not too sure. To be honest, that's like
roughly almost
7.
yeah, 2-ish months.
Yeah, almost 2 months. But I'm gonna
Is
be
there
honest.
a spoon at the end of that suppressor?
Even better, a spork.
Get that out of my sight, soldier.
It's a spork. Anyway,
Get that out of my sight, soldier.
get that son of a bitch out of my sight. Anyway, but no, I mean, I don't think they even needed to delay it unless they're like adding like finishing bug fixes, because like, I mean, it's not even delaying them that much, to be honest.
It does seem like it's just bug fixes. That's mostly what it is due to the pandemic stuff, which that's understandable.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they're gonna have a shitty, buggy release, like a certain Vanguard beta. Anyways, yeah.
Right.
Moving on.
Yeah, so our next one, next few topics kind of hit Alpaca in the heartstrings a little bit.
Yes.
So we're starting off with the one I think is going to
Yes, very
his
much.
heartstrings a little bit more. And that fact, Little Big Planet servers for the PS3 and PS Vita
Okay, that
being
doesn't
shut down.
that doesn't seem like in the certain context that you get right here, you might think I'm sad because I was a big fan of Little Big Planet, but it's not even that. Let me tell you. My big gripe with people in the video game industry and all that stuff, or just general, like, even laws, that prevent stuff like piracy and stuff. My big gripe with all that stuff is just, it's literally anti-preservation. It's just the fact that, like, okay, so without emulation, let's just say right now, every Game Boy and Nintendo DS, the fat ones with the Game Boy reader at the bottom and the lights. Um, let's just say you wanted to play the original Pokemon yellow, green, red, or blue, or even gold, silver, crystal, or any old game that, let's just say, in this scenario, Nintendo does not re-release on the Switch or 3DS store or the eShop or whatever it's called now. You will never be able to play these games under the idea that emulation of those games are illegal under some sort of law, is that I fully do not understand, and some people think that they're not actually illegal, but I don't know. I'd love to find a loophole, but you know, um, without emulation or any sort of preservation of anything of like that of sort, it's going to be difficult to enjoy these games later on at a later date. I mean, nothing lasts forever, but I feel like, if as a somebody who, you know, thinks of the history that what led us up to this point, I really think that there should be some sort of way to preserve this game, either digitally as a copy on a hard drive or flash drive even, you know, or just have some way of remastering it or something. I don't know.
Well, the thing is
Okay.
that this game has been released on the PlayStation 4. Little Big Planet 3 is on the PlayStation 4. And the servers for that version are intact. But this is mostly affecting the PlayStation 3 and the Vita version. So if you haven't upgraded the PS4 version, you're kind of screwed. And it kind of sucks, especially for the PS3
I mean,
and Vita users, 'cause it makes your
then
library
again,
incomplete.
it's 2021, so these consoles are, not really. Um, they're also being discontinued in general. Like, I mean, you could probably get Sony to repair yours,
Yeah.
kind of like, but I wouldn't say that they support them as vigorously as they would the PlayStation 4 and 5 right now.
Right.
Anyway,
That is a point. Yeah. Ghost, do you have anything to add on to this topic here for Little Big Planet?
I was never a big Sony user. The only thing I ever bought from Sony is headphones. So it's not like that I am like an active type of person to, be a big fan of PlayStation and Sony. The only thing like I ever bought from them was the PlayStation 4, which I ended up giving away because PS5 was right around the fucking corner when I bought it. So not
I
like
see.
I'm a diehard user for Sony exclusives.
Yeah,
Besides
you're like
Spider-Man and
you have like the biggest boner for Spider-Man out there right now.
I really do, man. It's
I do
played the
hate
fuck
that.
out of it.
Let me tell you, I despise that exclusivity bullshit. Honestly, that's another thing about game preservation is, oh, if it's not on the PC and you can't, play it, you're gonna have to go all the way back to the PlayStation 4, and by then, the servers are down and you can't download the patches or get the new stuff, I guess, or something like that. You'd have to have a flash drive that has that shit on it and plug it in. Even then, those flash drives will burn out in 10 years, 5 years, probably 2 years. If you're unlucky. But anyway.
Right. However, yeah. So while this issue affects the PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, there was something that could have been an issue with the PlayStation 4 that fortunately got fixed recently.
Yep.
And this has to do with something called the CBOMB.
The C.
So
sorry.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. I mean, fine, I'll go. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
But the CMOS, it's basically it's a CR, I think 2032 or 2025 battery. It's a little like round disc batteries that like you put in like what would I say? Probably a watch or something. They're very flat, and I think the 20. So it's 20 in diameter, or no, not 20 in from edge to edge across, and 32 is how big it is, how thick it is. There's 2016, 25, and 32s, and these are used for the CMOS battery in stuff like motherboards, and the CMOS, I believe. I'm not too sure, to be honest. I can't remember what it actually does, but I know it's that if you look in your computer and you look around your motherboard, you might just see a little battery being contained in some part of it. And sometimes this battery runs dry, kind of like a Game Boy battery that you have to replace. Same thing when, and I assume this keeps track of something that
usually
a power
time.
supply wouldn't. Yeah, I assume it would have been time or something like that. And I'm gonna guess that they've found some sort of fix for the thing running dry.
Yeah, so for those who don't know what the exact CBOMB issue is, it's that battery that Alpaca described. And what happens is if that battery dies, any digital games or physical games even that you have will not work.
Let's see. All right.
So essentially what happens is that this essentially makes it so that if you're trying to do any of these, like say like you have a PS4 and then like 10 to 15 years from now.
Yeah. But yeah, so that is quite interesting that because like with Pokemon, it would just you wouldn't be able to use the time feature on I think Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald. But now it's like, wow, games won't even work. Flat out just won't work. You can never even set foot on your journey this time.
Ghost, what do you think of the CBOMB issue fixed? Have you heard anything about this?
No.
So pretty much what me and Alpaca are talking about, there's an issue with a battery inside the PS4. You know, that battery inside is what allows it to connect the PlayStation 4 to connect to servers and stuff so that you can download patches and stuff and be able to play your games. It's essentially, it's a DRM built into the system. And what happens is that there's an issue which if that battery dies, you can't play your games. So they released a patch and it fixed the issue.
Yeah, and like you see, the problem with that whole the first, the problem with the battery, you know, eventually dying is that, well, of course, you'll download some games like years pass, and you'll be like, why are they not working? And you don't really have a clear cut issue or answers to the issue, and well, you're SOL unless you know what the problem is. But also, it's just like one thing I find interesting is that when I mentioned the Game Boy games with Pokemon and a few other games that had like internal batteries, um, for some reason, like they would just run dry and you wouldn't be able to use like the time sort of feature. And now it's just gotten to like, some sort of anti-piracy sort of thing, or it's like, oh god. And now they realized, oh shit, that's a bad idea. Because like, what if that battery does die? The whole thing with right to repair, that thing too. You're not going to be able to repair your machine, and well, you're going to be able to still repair it, but you won't get a warranty, if it craps out, or any sort of, right to have it repaired by an engineer or something, somebody that knows what they're doing, I mean. So that's pretty much the big issue with that. But also, I'd say there's much more much bigger fish to fry than using a battery to protect piracy or something, or protect people from committing piracy. Stop.
Yeah. I think at this point, Ghost, do you have anything to say about that based off what you just heard, or you just want to move on?
Not my problem. I'm a PC player.
LOL. You direct console noobs, dude. Even though the motherboard on your PC has a CMOS battery too. Everyone's does. It's just for that, I think it'll just fuck up the time, so you'll never be able to get the time right.
Oh no, but I can still play my games. I get fucked PC console players, lol.
It might fuck up some other applications. I think I'm not too
Then
sure.
you know what? Then I'll get another motherboard.
No, just replace the damn battery, dude.
Well,
anyways,
by then I would be upgrading my PC.
Yeah, true. Definitely true.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Of course.
So it's
anyways,
it's not like PC players really have that issue.
No, if they're, with their.
This is mostly the thing that affects Sony consoles in particular, because Nintendo and Microsoft doesn't really have this issue. But other than that, though, I think we can move on to the next topic here. And I think the next topic we have here is a thing about Project Deluge. And what's going on with this is they actually unveiled like several hundred original Xbox and Dreamcast prototype games.
All right.
So
Definitely very interesting if you like unreleased versions of like if you like to see the working process. I feel, because I love seeing how things become unused as they, and then get reused in a game, and then they kind of, let's just say like I remember there were a few with Golden Sun, there were a few unused things, and eventually either some of them got put in Lost Age and some of them were never even used. and it was really cool seeing how they went from this to that, and also how the map turned from Golden Sun 1 to Book 2. You know,
Right.
as an example, it's very interesting seeing how things go from small to big, and it's kind of like, yeah. Also, the make of Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 started at the very end of Red Dead 1's creation too. Like after it got released, they started immediately on Red Dead 2, and it took them 10 years to find, well, not a little less than. But anyways, take it away.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
this is essentially what they just did. They announced that they presented over 349 Microsoft Xbox prototype games and then 135 Sega Dreamcast prototype games. So all these are unreleased games, to early builds, and all this stuff. And you can see a couple of screenshots here. They have like some early builds of Tony Hawk Pro Skater and Shanghai Dynasty, Street Deep Fighter, some other games that you wouldn't know. Choo Choo Rocket, I know that one, but there's a bunch of like smaller games. Original Build Psychonauts. But the thing that's most interesting about this is I noticed that, you know, you can download these prototypes and play them if you have the systems. One thing that's interesting is you can obviously, guys, if you want to see the list for yourself, we have the link to this page in the description, so go nuts. But there was a scene they showed off in which there's like a racing game or whatever that Sega had on one of their racing on the Dreamcast, or whatever, and they had like a thing in which they had Luigi refilling cars, and this was on a Sega game system.
Oh yeah. I think that was when was the Dreamcast made? I think wasn't that during the era where like
9999.
what?
9999. That was the release date for the Dreamcast in North America.
Oh, okay. Isn't that when the Sega does what Nintendo stuff started popping up?
That's Genesis. That's back in like early 90s.
Oh, okay. So that is interesting. Maybe they were making fun of maybe they were making fun of Nintendo by Luigi being the slave, I guess, or something.
Oh,
Maybe.
oh, that's pretty rough.
Right.
Well,
Ghostweller, do you have anything to say about this? Or just want to move on?
Not at all. I don't want to talk about Luigi slavery, please.
Right. Because I think while the last few topics here have been, you know, all retro game stuff, we have a big court case we have to talk about. And this pertains to one of Ghostweller's favorite games.
Let me guess, Call of Duty.
No! Fortnite! Epic Games.
Oh. Oh, yes. No, I know about this. All right. So, Apple. So, practically. So, if you guys don't already know, Apple and Epic Games haven't been getting along. So, I'm pretty sure Apple wanted to have its own type of way for players to, you know, have, what is it, in-game purchases?
Yeah, so essentially what Epic's trying to do, they're trying to have it so there was other ways
Yeah,
to get
right.
around
And
Apple,
that
the
being
payment
said,
structure.
Epic wasn't
Say
getting
bye.
along with Apple, and Apple is now suing Epic. And there's a court date, and there's going to be a bunch of legal shit. But since Apple has now removed Fortnite from your device, but if you already have it installed, if you have Fortnite installed on your Apple device, you cannot update it. You cannot update it to any further, you know, versions, as well as you can't really do anything with it. So that being said, your best bet is to uninstall it, and this could take up to I fucking shit you not. It could take up to 5 years. So it could be 5 years until we see Fortnite back on Apple, but even then, that would be irrelevant. So.
Or you know what
That's
you
true.
guys can do?
yeah, definitely.
Buy
Just
something
like
that's not a phone.
yeah, I understand iPhone 13. Oh my god, they moved the camera into like diagonals instead of, you know, over under. Oh my god, that's amazing. But how about you just, you know, grab a shitty old console off the street and be like, "Oh, hey, Fortnite, dude." Or just like grab like an Athlon 3000G and build a computer out of that. It's literally you can run Fortnite on that. Um.
Yeah.
Anyways, play on anything that will run it, and not on a phone though, because why would you play on a phone? Why are
I
you
don't know.
playing a
Maybe,
competitive shooter battle royale on a phone? I mean, I understand you're taking a shit on the toilet, yeah, but
I
God,
don't.
that too. You could
That's why
literally
Switch
have a
exists.
Switch or the new Steam Deck, you know? Something like that. Or fuck, just buy a laptop.
Yeah.
And that, yeah, buy a
With
cheap
Bluetooth
adapter.
controller, mind you,
True.
at the very least.
You know, you can run it. I think Fortnite on performance mode, you can probably run it on like a sub $300 laptop. I-
Right. Anyways, let's just back to the actual topic here. So pretty much what happened here is that the court actually made a decision on who to sign with. And they sided with Apple, mostly. So pretty much they sided with Apple mostly, and pretty much they said something. Let me see. It's to say the court has affirmed that we've known all along the App Store is not in violation of antitrust law. As the court recognized success is not illegal. Apple faces rigorous competition in every segment in which we do business, and we believe customers and developers choose us because our products and services are the best in the world. We make committed to ensuring the App Store is safe and trusted.
I would not say Apple is the best in the world. I would like to say that Galaxy is one of the more reliable phones, and fuck Apple. I might have an Apple iPhone, but I fucking hate it.
Oh, thank God, because I was about to say, like, you literally own an iPhone, dude. Be
And I
careful.
actually don't like it because my phone is currently broken. There's no reason why it is, but I gotta go buy a new one, and I don't want to upgrade.
Look, I'd rather have. I think you'd rather have my phone. My
No.
phone. You cannot use the damn keyboard anymore because every touch that's near the center is dead center now.
Yeah, no, I would not rather have your phone. I would much rather upgrade.
Oh yeah, certainly.
But yeah, I'm looking at the Google. I'm looking at actually the Galaxy Flip for a new phone.
Be careful with those because some are kind of shitty. They actually form a little crease in the middle after you fold it too much. But then again, there are newer ones that probably fixed it. But I remember watching an old review back in 2019 about it. Anyways, back to this
Flip has
thing.
only been out for like a few months.
I don't know. It was something else. It was a bendable phone. Anyways, back to this whole settlement. I'm surprised that is this all because of Epic being greedy and wanting more of a cut?
Well,
Practically.
Yeah, not only that, but also because they viewed Apple as like some sort of like monopolistic thing, and yeah, they pretty much wanted to, they wanted most of the profits to themselves. So they tried to make a bypass. They tried to in the game they had a way to like bypass Apple like pay fees.
I see. Well, you see, the problem with that, Epic, is that you're putting your game on a platform, and you're not putting it on a platform that you control wholeheartedly. That is your biggest issue with trying to take more of a cut. You're allowing these people to host your game on their platform. Do you really think you can control everything that they do
No,
when they host it?
Apple is more monopolist than I would say Epic. Epic does like money, don't get me wrong.
Oh no,
But
I
Apple
do
wants
understand.
to have control over it.
But it's just the thing is
The
that
fact that they said that their own that Apple is like the more superior and shit like that, I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense because why would you guys say that you are more superior and all this shit, and then immediately blame Epic for something that they do? With that being said, that is kind of what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of it's kind of narcissistic in a way.
Well, keep in mind, all they're doing is PR speak. This isn't actually them thinking they're the best or anything. They're just trying to make PR speak.
But
yeah,
that doesn't
it's-
help their case, let me tell you.
No, it doesn't. Honestly, it's just like what they're trying to say is they have very great they're very great at everything.
But it's the way
Yes.
they worded it. It's like,
It's
oh,
just
we are good
they're
at
making
everything we do, and I'm like,
yeah, they're making themselves seem very superior to anything Android or anything bootleg or whatever.
which
Which
is
I mean,
not true.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that they are, they're terrible, but I know people who don't like Apple because of certain things, certain decisions that they had. Very similar to, you know, certain underage people having to go into mines and find their the material to create their phones with, you know.
Right. So pretty much, like I said, to sum everything up, it's pretty much they're saying that, hey, listen, Epic, you did breach a contract here, but Apple and Google allow other payment systems in your app stores. So that's all it really is. And I think we said our view on everything about Apple and Epic at this point.
Yeah.
So let's move
I
on
mean,
to we can move on to the next topic here. I think who wants to talk about the Nvidia leak?
Nvidia Leak?
Yeah.
oh, so let me tell you, Ghost. Basically, this whole leak was so don't so Hydro, should we be scared at all because we have Nvidia cards at all, or did they say that
Just-
nothing was affected?
just go for it.
Well, I need to
I
know
wouldn't-
before I say this because I want to know if it's all good news or just modest or actually scary.
It mostly was
So
it was mostly
it didn't
related
affect-
with GeForce Now. It's not with anything. GeForce Now is no.
Okay, good. All right, never mind then. Okay, so Ghost,
It
kinda-
mostly is
I
talking
guess
about
good
the
news in the sense
GeForce
that
Now
it's
service.
not. It's more it's more rumory and it's more like it's a leak that could change at any time. But would you like to see Half-Life 2 remastered?
I wasn't a big fan of Half-Life, actually. Like,
Okay.
Titanfall 3, I would like to
Or
see.
Titanfall 3.
Genuinely.
Or Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered?
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Or what else was in the leak? Excuse me.
Wait, so is this developer studios? Like, what's going on?
So
So pretty much what happened, there are a bunch of games that, or any other GeForce Now streaming service, as like, that's mostly meant to be used for internal use for testing and game proposals and all of this stuff. And there's a lot of things that were posted, especially like if you're into like Sony and
Yeah.
Microsoft. There's a lot of surprises in
I
here
am
that
not okay with
you
Nvidia being a
look at
streaming
this
service.
and you're like,
so that whole
Oh,
thing
crap.
GeForce Now is basically it's basically a gaming
But-
streaming service.
I'm
very
not okay
much-
with that. I am not okay with them being a streaming service.
Oh
Because-
no.
Oh no,
it-
I know what's going on. Let me explain. So I know
Okay.
that they were going to make a streaming service, as I mean streaming like video game streaming and all this other bullshit. I
Yeah.
know that they were going to make that. Do not get me wrong, I knew it. But the way they're doing it is like, oh, let's be in competitors with Twitch and competitors with, Facebook Mixer and all that dumb shit. Like, I would not want to be a part of that, genuinely.
This is
yeah,
not
it's not
to
related to that.
Twitch.
We're just
This
saying
is
that
game
there was
streaming.
a
I know that they were
leak.
gonna. I know, but they were so. I think it was Nvidia or Razer that was going to make a streaming type of platform, and they were going to make,
Yeah.
I remember seeing all
Um,
these stuff, and I'm like, if Nvidia is also going to do that, and if they're going to make it seem like, oh, hey, now you can stream games and all this other shit, I'm like, why? Why
yeah.
go?
Well, I
There's,
mean, it,
but that's
yeah,
also
it's
not
more
Or
of a
needed
just
either.
either
Stadia. It's
xCloud,
more of a
not
Stadia sort of
Twitch.
thing, and also it's this is just a leak. The main subject is just it was a leak that listed certain games like like that as potential uh releases for like remasters or there was Metal Gear Solid 2,
But
which
here's the thing: if they're going to do what Stadia did wrong, what do they plan on changing? What do they plan? What?
Oh my god. Okay. So the thing is that a lot of what Nvidia is doing is they're taking games off like Steam or everything like that.
That is
Yeah.
They're streaming
unbelievably dumb.
those games. So these are games that are likely going to come to PC natively. Don't take the streaming. So don't
No.
take the streaming.
so ignore the
verbatim.
the
Just look at
streaming
games.
part
you
of
cannot,
it
You cannot
Ignore-
tell me to ignore the streaming part of it.
because it has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with any sort of streaming
These are
sort
all
of
gonna be on
service.
Steam.
These are just all we're saying, Ghost, is that they when Nvidia took took GeForce Now and they have listed games that haven't come out yet, and that includes Metal Gear Solid, HD, the Resident Evil 4 remake, Street Fighter 6, uh, you know,
Don't get me
Gear.
wrong. I'm excited for those games to be announced and released, but it's the fact that they would want to put it in a streaming type of back wall.
Well-
I want those games to be on Steam. I don't want them to be on
They will be on Steam, dude. I'm just saying that these are games that. So these are games that GeForce Now is listed, but they haven't came out yet, and they're gonna be hosting these games through. They're gonna be hosting these games as well as these games being available on those on like Steam or Battle.net or something. So
I just hope it's not a thing where it's like I hope it's not one of those things where it's
Nah.
like, hey, in order to play this game, you have to pay premium plus or some bullshit.
Ghost,
No,
you're
it's
gonna
it's
play this
it's
game.
never been like that. We didn't even mention any sort of exclusivity thing like that, or like pay to play sort of stuff.
Nvidia hasn't
We ne-
even done that, so we just forget about Nvidia for now. We'll just focus on these games, and that these games are going to come to PC in some form.
All right.
Just forget about Nvidia for now. So
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the streaming. It's literally just these are games that are being made and they won't be exclusive to Nvidia now. They are being worked on apparently, or at least they were found in the code of the leak, and people are assuming that these are games that are coming out and they'll be available, not just on GeForce Now, but GeForce Now is just using them as releases that they will include on the streaming service, as well as it being available on Steam and other platforms, other launchers. Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Titanfall 3 sounds fucking dope. Same thing with Modern Warfare 3 Remastered.
Yeah.
Number
But
one,
if Nvidia's gonna put it on their streaming service, then they're assholes. Just kidding. I'm sorry.
can we just talk about the games? Let's just ignore everything.
Let's just talk about the games. Okay.
So let's look at Sony's side first, because this is what obviously Sony has been doing stuff with PC recently. So they're showing off Uncharted Legacy of Edition. We already talked about it in the PlayStation Showcase. Helldivers 2, Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo 7. There's Garrison game. I don't know what that is. There's God of War, Returnal, Demon Souls, some Ratchet and Clank game, Sackboy Big Adventure, and Ghost of Tsushima. And to break Ghostweller's heart, no Bloodborne, Spider-Man, Last of Us, Glass Guardian, Gravity Rush, etc.
It kind of pisses me off that they're only going like, "Hey, Marvel has to be a Sony exclusive." That shit pisses me off so deeply.
It is terribly annoying, in my opinion, too, because I do want to try out the new Spider-Man game because I loved it way back on the PlayStation 2.
Well, it's
Anyways.
yeah, you have to
Like,
get
hey.
PlayStation Now in order to play it.
Yeah. So
Microsoft, they're showing off Gear 6, Oxide, which is unannounced, Project Holland, which is Fable, Project Typhoon, which is Contraband. There's Project Woodstock, which they think is Forza, an Untitled Initiative game, which may not be Perfect Dark, so maybe something different. Halo 5 Guardians, Avowed, Kalimba, Indus, and Gravity. Halo 5 VR is actually Halo 5. So Halo Infinite is going to PC, but we haven't heard anything about Halo 5. So
Which is a shame.
Because Master Chief Collections are on PC and doing very well, and you could just technically play Halo 2 on your PC, so or 3. Square Enix is actually pretty interesting too. Chrono Cross Remaster, Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, Final Fantasy 9 Remake, Final Fantasy 16, Tomb Raider Anniversary, some unannounced title, and then the one that might get the weebs all jittery, Kingdom Hearts 4.
So I just want to ask you, what the fuck is Catherine Full Body? What the fuck is that? That sounds perverted as shit.
It actually kind of is. It is literally a
Oh,
puzzle
fuck.
game. It's a puzzle game made by Atlas.
Oh
who
my
does
god.
Persona.
That.
It's very anime.
No. Oh my god. Get a life.
For Capcom, I think one of these games may excite Ghostwell a little bit. Resident Evil 4 Remake, Street Fighter 6, Dragon Dogma 2, and Monster Hunter 6.
So Resi 4 remake, oh my god, I'd love that, but then again, they, with Leon, the voice isn't gonna be the same. It's probably gonna be a more realistic, less cocky and what is it? More a less not serious take, like how in Resi 4, like there's also gonna be a few like changes, like
Kind of like Resident Evil 2.
yeah, probably, well, more like 3, because 3 had a lot of changes compared to the old one. But I mean, I hope not. But then again, like 4 has gotten HD ports all over. You think Skyrim's that bad? Fuck,
Evil,
I think
it's just about as bad.
I think Resi 4 may be on the Alexa. I'm not too sure.
Oh, but again, Resident Evil 4 is also getting a VR version on if you have an Oculus Quest 2.
I did see that. Oh my god, Resi 4 VR.
That's
Holy
gonna be
shit.
horrifying.
And it's not gonna be too horror. I mean, yeah, actually, maybe because the El Gigante, and probably the Big Cheese, whatever his name was, and also Ramon Salazar, that guy.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, there's a few scary shit. Oh fuck, being chased by Dr. Salvador. Holy fuck, that's gonna be scary with the chainsaw dude.
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's gonna be fucking terrifying.
I guess
Especially-
it all depends on how they do the movement for Quest and how they do
Yeah.
the like if it's like you teleport across and and you're not moving, then
That
it's
I
gonna
think I
really
remember
suck.
seeing something about that. That is an option, but I believe there's also a way you can just use the analog sticks and move around freely.
Yeah, I'd
I
much
hope
rather use
so.
the analog sticks.
Yeah, because teleporting around, being chased by, a hellhound or something, or being chased by, what was it? Oh yeah, there was a pit you get dropped into, and there's 2 chainsaw sisters, and they fucking
Yeah.
chase you. You take the right path, you get another El Gigante, or if you take the left path, you get the sisters. I think I'm not too sure if it's opposite, but in VR. But then again, the HD like remake, holy shit, that'd be also amazing or
Yeah.
something. Because like I noticed with 8, you get a village, a castle, and then you get a village, a castle, and I think you get to watch an explosion at the end. I'm not too sure, but there was a lot that was influenced. Oh yeah, there was also the laboratory where I think I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, there was the factory from Heisenberg's. There's a lot of shit in there that is a lot like Resi 4, but in a sort of remake,
Yeah.
Um, but with like a Resident Evil 7 sort of vibe with, Ethan, first person view, that sort of shit. I'd love to see 4 remade. Of course, they're gonna have to change a lot of things. I know, there was a few interesting, not very politically correct things in 4 as far as today's standards, But whatever, I don't care. I mean, there's always the original. The original holds up in my opinion. If you're offended by, people being nice to each other, I guess.
Let's move on to Take Two. There's 3 things that they have listed here: GTA
All right.
3, Vice City, and San Andreas remasters. An RTX remaster of Bioshock original, and then another Bioshock. It looks like a Bioshock reboot of some sort.
Hell yeah, I'd love to see a BioShock reboot or something. I mean, kinda. I don't know. Oh, also about the remasters, I'd love to see that, but they also need to do 4 because holy shit, 4 is running on 32-bit and you can only use 4 gigs of RAM for the entire damn game, so it sucks. um, sorry. I want to talk about these as you go along.
Yeah. But yeah, if there's anything you want to say about like what you'd hope would be, because like, obviously keep this in mind, audience. This is all rumor territory, but this seems like it's gonna be pretty. I would think this is like medium to medium high likelihood. It's not 100% guarantee, but this is like a pretty good chance.
It explains why GTA 6 hasn't come out yet.
Right. So they're probably doing these remasters before 6 comes out, and 6 won't be out for a while.
Yeah.
As
No,
long
Not
as,
until like
6.
2024 or some shit.
as long as
Yeah.
Rockstar keeps making money off of GTA Online, they can take their sweet ass time with that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Menendez will take over the world by the time 6 releases. This
Right.
drone army.
Mhm.
Madam Presidente, drones are no more. Or something. I don't know.
As for EA, there's Mirror's Edge RTX remaster, an untitled Respawn game, and then Titanfall 3.
Yeah, Titan's favorite game. Just kidding.
But yeah, nothing else to say there. I think Ghost Willer raving about earlier. Bandit Namco, Tekken 8, Curve Digital, Human Fall Flat 2,
Owen's favorite game.
Devolver Digital, Talos Principle 2, Crytek, Crisis 4, D3 Publisher, Earth Defense Force 6, Sega, Bayonetta 3, and Judgment. Now, Bayonetta 3 is right now a Nintendo exclusive, so I'm surprised that would be there, but maybe Nintendo and Sega are working out something to that game to pop become a PC, maybe Bayonetta 1 and 2.
That'd be pretty nice. I mean, I think I think what this is saying for my article right here, they do mention that maybe these are maybe these are for testing, or maybe they
Yeah.
could be very much maybe they very much could be a way to play PC games or play console games on the PC sort of thing, kind of like how you can play what is the Xbox exclusive? Halo 4, I think you said, or was it 5? I can't remember.
Yeah, 5, I think it's saying, but yeah. Um, anyway, right now there's also Catherine Full Body, which I mentioned is like a kind of like a puzzle-y sort of game. The Shin Megami Tensei
That's
5.
fucking scary.
Well, Catherine is the base game. Full Body is like the enhanced version of Catherine.
No, you mean the I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that just because.
Right.
Oh
And the key
God.
thing, and the key thing that's mentioned for Atlas is no Persona 5, which you two don't care about that game, so we'll move on.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of being worked to death. You know, juggling school with saving the world from Satan or something. I don't know. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, okay.
Alright.
Was that Roy from Melee? Just kidding.
No, I was trying to show off my limited edition of Persona 5 Royal. But anyways, moving on. WB is getting supposedly Batman Arkham Knight RTX remaster, Valve Half-Life 2 remaster, Paradox product FPS doesn't care. Now these ones that are down here are very take a grain with salt. So these ones down here are likely not gonna happen. I'll put this one as like low, I would say. Oh, there's XCOM 3, Injustice 3, Destroy All Humans 3, Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 HD, Mario and Rabbids, Death Stranding Director's Cut PC, Sniper Elite 5, City Skylines 2.
Hmm.
And then the
Pretty
rest of them.
solid lineup of games.
What?
Pretty solid lineup of games.
Yeah.
Payday 3. Holy shit. I just saw it. Payday 3. Holy fuck.
Wait, Payday 3? What?
Yeah, apparently there's Payday 3 in this leak.
Oh boy.
And the last of the list is Total War 9, Payday 3, Hangar 13, Fight for Middle Earth, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fuel PC, Mortal Kombat Next Gen, and Mortal Kombat 12, Moss, Space Punks, Hitman Pro, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 Remastered, Goat Simulator 2, Goat Simulator 2, Wreckfest sequel, Worms Next, Titan Quest 2, Outcast, Viking by Criterion, Metro Next, Stalker Android, As Dusk Falls, and As Dusk Falls Season 2, Ultra Street Fighter 2, The Final Challenger, which is right now a Switch exclusive, and the last they mentioned is Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order.
I can't wait for some of these games. Actually, like Payday 2 was a gem of a game. Payday 1 was even relatively pretty decent. But since they added Oculus and the VR update, I really want to go back to play Payday 2 again. And now that they're announcing Payday 3 and some other remakes, I can't wait for some of these games to be released.
Now, keep in mind, a lot of the stuff here is take it with a grain of salt. Like the last batch of games I mentioned, from XCOM 3 till like Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, take these all with a huge grain of salt. So be cautiously optimistic, but
Oh no, I do believe, I 100% do believe that they will make Payday 3.
yeah.
Payday 2 has been around since 2013. It is definitely time for them to, eventually cut back on the DLC and for them to make, Payday 3.
Right. And the list I have here says, remember, these games can be canceled either for testing data or something in future. So we don't know what's going on here.
I don't really believe that Marvel's Deadly Alliance will be a thing because it's been such a long time since they made a game.
Well, not only that, but that was already a Switch exclusive.
Yeah, so I don't believe that would be a game anytime soon.
Same thing with Mario Rabbids. That will never come.
I'd like to see what they would do with Chrono Trigger.
Oh, the Chrono Cross remastered?
Yeah. If they wanted to do that anyway. Maybe it would be like the Link's Awakening thing, or maybe what was it? What was that what was it? The Final Fantasy spin-off, I think, or what was it? Ah, fuck, I forgot. It was like Mana or something.
Secret of Mana, something like that?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I seen the. All right. Oh yes, Trials of Mana.
Oh yeah, that one. Right.
Fucking Charlotte. Trials of Mana.
Oh
That's our weebs.
boy, yes,
Yeah.
yes. This is gonna be a while because now we can move on to the next topic here, and we'll talk about the Nintendo Direct that happened this week.
All right.
So some things got announced. Obviously, it's Nintendo Direct. What else could you say? Now I know a couple of these announcements would trickle down to Ghost's fancy. If it
Please
loads.
don't ever say that again.
What?
Oh, I promise. If these announcements tickle your fancy,
Stop that.
God damn it, dude.
I'm gonna remember that in my book
No,
of tricks.
great. Oh, Crisis 4 too. By the way, Crisis 4. Holy shit.
Anyways, so
Hopefully it doesn't run like dog shit.
yeah,
True.
okay, so right, so some of the games, the big games they showed off here were Bayonetta 3, Splatoon 3, and Kirby in the Forgotten Land. Those are some of the first party ones. And Kirby in the Forgotten Land is the first 3D Kirby game.
They're still making Kirby games?
Yeah.
On a
Shocking.
3D plane, mind you, like, I guess the 3DS ones don't count.
Stopping the 9/11 hijackers on a 3D plane.
They showed off a couple other games like Voice of Cards, Isle Dragon Roars, Chocobo GP, which Chocobo GP is actually a Final Fantasy Mario Kart. And then more Triangle Strategy.
No. I am not agreeing with Final Fantasy Mario Kart.
Oh,
That
yes.
disagrees with me so much.
Yeah, I know. But, imagine.
Imagine wagons.
Just imagine.
Wagons.
Because Square Enix is doing shit tier right now, to be honest. Like,
Avengers. Mario Kart.
that, the Life is Strange game, fucking, they're doing really terrible right now. Like, I'm gonna be honest, if they had to sell out and do something like, because Mario Kart 8 is still a thing.
I know everyone still plays it.
So if they were to cash in on the racing sort of thing, but in a Final Fantasy skin, who knows? Maybe they'd be able to profit a little bit more and actually make a decent, thing.
Right. Anyways,
You seriously think Square Enix is going to come out with a good game any fucking time soon? I doubt it.
I don't, but I'm just saying, if Fortnite is popular somehow,
Fortnite popular?
that's what I'm saying. If it can be popular, that's all I'm saying. If Fortnite can be popular and cash in on the battle royale genre, who knows? Maybe
Fortnite is a ripoff of everything.
I know, but I'm just saying, dude. Like, if they can make tons of money, on that, what
Then
about
again-
ripping off Mario Kart?
then again, Ghostweller, you play Call of Duty Warzone, which rip off of PUBG, which is also rip off of Arma 2. Your move.
And it's a rip off of that one Japanese movie.
Warzone is a fucking masterpiece for the time it was not getting hacked.
You mean when Activision actually cared?
Yes.
Alright.
And their anti-cheat actually didn't work. And now they released an anti-cheat that still doesn't work.
I forgot that they even released an anti-cheat, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I didn't even know they made one.
Right. Anyways, let's continue on here. Now, the
Anyway.
announcements that I know Ghostwell would be most hyped for would be that Dying Light 1 is coming to the Switch. It'll be out October 19th for the Switch.
If only I had one.
Oh yeah, it's coming to the Switch so you can play it mobile. And it's the full 100% native game, not like some streaming thing.
Are you finished?
But
Are you done?
take it away, Hydro.
There's
I'm
also
doing that
Dying-
little
there's also Dying Light 2 Stay Human that's coming to the Switch, but by the cloud.
Yep, it's a streamed version. Requires internet, but let me tell you, hey, it's better than nothing. I think. I mean, I know you're gonna grab it on PC and you're gonna download it and play it natively, but hey, I'm just saying, if you want to play Dying Light, you can grab it natively on the first one natively on the Switch, or you get the streamable version. You have to have internet though. That's hey, that's the compromise, all right? However, I'd love it if they didn't do that and just really stay, not last gen Black Ops 3 levels of crap, but something that is downgraded enough to exist natively on a Switch. Because when
Now,
that streaming service dies, and which it will inevitably do because nothing lasts forever, I would be sad to see it not be playable mobile anymore.
now the game that we all know Ghostweller is so excited for is Deltarune Chapter 2.
Oh my god.
What game is that?
Deltarune Chapter 2.
Yeah, what game is that?
You don't know what Deltarune is?
No.
It's a prequel.
No, it's another game from a certain creator that made a certain game.
Deltarune is just Undertale spelt backwards.
Yeah, Deltarune is actually another game that Toby Fox is working on.
Hey, by the way, Ghost, you like Sweet Home Alabama?
No.
Good, because the 4 notes that are used in that song are the same that are made in Megalovania. They're the same notes from Megalovania and, yeah, or vice versa. Megalovania ripped off Sweet Home Alabama and Leonard Skinner.
But yeah, Deltarune actually came out for PC, I believe last week, but it is out now, so go get it. I know Ghostwell will definitely play some Deltarune Chapter 2 and
Shut
1.
the fuck up.
He's gonna play
And
that.
main Smash.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get the Sans Me costume too. It's gonna be great.
Eat dicks.
it, it, it.
But yeah, Animal Crossing can update. Mario Party Superstars, that's coming October 29th. It's Mario Party, but with a good chunk of the board from the N64 era. Disc Elysium coming to Switch. The original Star Wars Knights of the Republic is coming to the Switch.
Oh yeah, in hype.
Castlevania Advanced Collection, so the Game Boy Advance Castlevanias are coming to the Switch as a collection. There's also Shin Megami Tensei 5, Room Factory 5. But they did say Bayonetta 3 for last. And a lot of people were actually wondering about this game, considering it had no gameplay or anything has been shown this game since 2017. But I don't think you guys have much else to say, but I just thought it was a pretty good direct overall, but tweet their own. Alright, so that gets rid of all the gaming announcements for today, as far as I know. So, but we do have to rest in peace to a fallen comrade that happened while we were gone.
What do you mean?
We're talking about Rythm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, Rythm.
We're the man groovy.
Rythm, honestly, listen to this message. It will enlighten you. If my fucking phone would stop. Stop!
Like that one time when, Ghost was sleeping and I managed to get some Undertale music in at like 10 o'clock at night while I was sleeping.
Dude, he just ripped out the damn magic jack.
Such good memories. However, Discord is supposedly working with YouTube for YouTube integration into Discord. So they're working out some way to make it so you can like there's YouTube integration into Discord. So what they're gonna have, what they're supposedly gonna do is, give me 1 second to pull the link up. So pretty much what's gonna happen that Discord servers will be able to create YouTube playlists in Discord, and that's supposed to emulate like what Discord, like Groovy and Rythm have
With even
done.
more ads shoved down your throat.
So
Oh yes. Yeah. Nah.
probably, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's YouTube. Like YouTube Premium.
Anyways.
We're getting close. Yeah, we're getting closer to the end here. I think we're like about halfway down with this, all this stuff. So that's a lot longer than I thought we were gonna make. Jesus, we're gonna be here for a while.
Sorry.
I'm not going to indulge in that joke. My PR team has told me not to laugh.
I just have one thing to say to you. Wheel of Jeopardy.
Anyway, so on September
Wheel of
14th,
Jeopardy.
Apple had a
Sorry.
they had and they know some things. They show up the iPhone 13 Pro, the iPhone 13.
How many fucking
new
Apple
Apple Watch.
Watches are they gonna make? One is enough.
No.
What Series 7?
Series 7 Pro X XXL.
They say it's supposed to have 33% faster charging. Who the hell cares? They're doing an iPad Mini.
You mean the iPad Micro? It's literally just a phone without phone capabilities.
Well, literally, if you went on the link I provided here, you scroll down, you'll see that it supposedly looks like it fits in one hand, but looks pretty wide. So,
Oh, wow. Sounds like me after buffet.
Me when I was a child.
they did also show off a new iPad, which is pretty nice. But I think one thing I noticed about the iPhone 13, I think it's a Pro, that they're starting to do an terabyte storage as an option.
Oh, amazing. Not do. No, I'm just kidding. That's okay. Yeah.
But yeah, do you have anything else to say about Apple stuff besides they show off new devices? They look like decent phones, I guess. I'm more of an Android user, so.
I mean, I'm more of an Apple user actually. I have multiple Apple devices, and I'm also homeless and broke, and you know, just kidding. What are you hiding your face for? Look at how cherry fucking red.
Ghostwell just wants to play Deltarune Chapter 2.
Oh my god. Also, let me shut the fuck up, cat. Alright, my cat's attacking a styrofoam plate. He's stepping on it. This fat legs. Anyway,
Do we also want to talk about how
um,
Europe proposes USB Type-C as like a de facto charger port, which means Apple will not be using Lightning, and they'll have to use the same port everybody else uses in Europe. At least.
yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's talk about that, because that is that reminds me of a certain someone who's being forced to only play 1 hour of anyways. It's like okay, so yes, let's talk about that. So Europe, so like the people of Europe, they like not the people, but the people who are in charge, the government, I guess, they are proposing that USB-C, of all things, which is fine by me. I like USB-C, but require all phone manufacturers to use USB-C charging cables as like they have to. They cannot create proprietary standards like a lightning cable or something else. It has to be universal serial bus C. Um so the problem I have with that is just the only problem I have with that is that I mean, although I do like the idea of streamlining certain things, I like a part of me is like, I mean, it, what happens to what happens to sorry, what is it? Um what happens to the old standards like if you have an older phone you want to like plug it in or something, I guess you'd have to get an adapter or something. My only dislike about this is that it doesn't encourage creativity. It creates a hive mind sort of thing. I also think, um, I feel like the idea of unbundling chargers with electronic devices is, well, I think it is kind of smart in my opinion, um, to reduce the e-waste. I also kind of wonder like will that affect a lot of things that come from Europe or into Europe? Will that affect like will you no longer get any sort of USB like will you just not get the block or not get the wire and the block? Like will you no longer be able to get that stuff? I mean, I know people have like 50 of these damn things in a box stowed somewhere that barely charge or do their thing in general. Um I just wonder, like, is it gonna? I don't know. I just feel some of this is a bit annoying because it like making USB-C standardized. I like I said, I like that it streamlines stuff, but I also don't like the idea of hive minding one proprietary over over a standard. Because what if they find a more efficient way of you know, something even more efficient than C type C USBs.
I think the goal at least is that they're trying to make it so it's like, hey, once I have everyone use the same port, and then if the new port that is found to be better, then everyone's gonna migrate. We want everyone to use that same port.
I see, but how are we going to get to that point where we're creating these ports without, tossing them aside? I guess, like, I don't know. I'm just thinking, I wish I do like the idea of a standardized thing. Like I said, it's just sometimes I'm not on board with everything being, you're forced to. It's kind of like how the UK was like thinking of banning sweets being placed near the store counters or something. I don't know.
Right. Ghostweller?
Feel like there's going to be a lot of rip-off phones. Here's the thing: they could get away with it if they really tried. But Apple and whatever other manufacturer who has a different type of chargers design, are they going to reprogram the phones, or are we just going to get rip-offs in the UK?
Well, keep in mind this is applied to the European Union, and obviously the UK is not part of the European Union, so it wouldn't really apply to the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
Mm,
that well, they're not like yeah, they're kind of not really part of the European Union anymore because of Brexit, I think. But uh, I guess I understand what you're saying is that Europe won't will like it's kind of only Europe, like really cruddy bootleg phones. You'll kind of have the same problem in a sense. You have a right. Is it like you'll still have crappy chargers, I guess, right? Something or crappy phones.
Yeah,
That
that won't ever change. There's always gonna be those budget phones that are not gonna be good, like those traffic phones or super low end Motorola phones or whoever the
well,
case.
I don't know exactly what he said about that. I kind of just jumped in. Ghost, could you finish up with what you were gonna say? What your point was? I'm sorry.
Are we gonna get bootleg phones in the UK? Like, are we gonna just? Are they gonna change that? Like in Europe, are they gonna change the fact that? Let's say that we get like crappy fucking like. Since they want to change all charger ports and all chargers to one type, are we going to get like bootleg Apple phones? Like, what's going on?
Not
I'm
necessarily.
really curious.
Oh,
What would probably
it's,
happen is that Apple would just convert their so for future iPhones, they would swap out that charging port for USB Type C.
yeah.
Or
So sorry.
or what could probably happen too, another alternative, is that if Apple is so fucking stuck in their mind that they have such a massive dildo up their ass that they really want that freaking port, they could simply just not sell the European Union.
Yeah. So what I was thinking about that whole thing, is like there could be European Union specific phones that are like exclusive to the European market. So you could, if you're in, I don't know, Ireland, I guess. Is Ireland still like,
Yeah, Ireland's still part of the European Union.
like, yeah, okay. So let's say you're in Ireland, and I guess, I don't know, you smuggle you're in the UK, and then you smuggle in the lightning cable version of the phone. Was that illegal?
Possibly.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, is this gonna change anything? Also, I think like, or will you be forced to use only USB-C if they detect a lightning cable somehow, and they're gonna like bust down your damn door and mega drill you?
I don't think that's going to necessarily be the case. I think what they're trying to do in this case is that they just want to make it so phones sold in their territory must have, that
I
particular
see.
port.
Yeah, so I guess it's like you can't exactly, what is it? So it's basically like you can get like, an Australian, power wall tap,
Mhm.
and it'll be from Australia, so it won't fit on US sockets.
But there will be
It's kind
adapters
of,
that, yeah, but there will be adapters that you can convert.
yeah, in case you're in the UK or, traveling, visiting family, relatives. Because, like, I was just thinking of some sort of stupid dictatorship where it's like, you must use USB-C or we will seize your phones, and, you have to buy a European Union, approved thing, like some sort of, like I said. But, man, I don't know. I mean, it'd be pretty interesting, I guess. I mean, I do like it that they're just gonna standardize cables because you don't have to be like those those three prong sort of like um three port sort of things where basically it goes to USB, and then it goes out, and there's micro USB, and then there is lightning cable, and then there's Type C. you know, Stuff like that where it's like you can charge three devices kind of in a way, or if you have a device and you switch devices or something. Um, where was I going with this?
I'm gonna go make food. I'll be back.
All right then. Um, I don't know. Just thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll reduce those, so it's like, yeah, those won't really exist that much often outside of inside of Europe.
All right, everybody. And our next topic we want to talk about is a Microsoft Surface event that happened. So, out. I'll probably put a sensor bar on that one, whatever. And here's what we got here. So they showed off a couple of, new Surface tablets. One of which is the Surface Go 3. It's a light, low spec tablet for $400. Got this here. Come in Windows 11 Home and S mode, which means you're getting shit. Next one is Surface Pro 8 at $1,000 and $1,099.99. Better specs, hours, all that stuff. Get Surface Pro 7, which is no price yet, but it's larger. Pro Windows 11. They are at enough ports and RAM and everything. They don't have Intel i3 or i5. Surface Laptop Studio at $1,600 roughly. Windows 11 Home. And one model gets, freaking RTX 3050 Ti, which is not that bad or something like this. They sort of seems like their foldable device that they have. And it's like their foldable phone. And then they have an open plastic mouse. I don't have much else to say on this other than the devices seem pretty cool.
I slammed my penis in the laptop. You slammed your penis in the laptop.
Yeah, any thoughts on any of this stuff?
You slammed.
Did we all go and grab snacks? How long have we been fucking recording?
I got Doritos.
That is some bullshit. We have been here for like 3 hours.
1 hour and 48 minutes. Well, actually, this starts like around 8 o'clock. Yeah, so yeah, we had
here's
some
the
call
segment,
breaks
guys,
here
where
and
you
there,
actually
so yeah.
see us eat for once, because we don't typically do that on long episodes, but we're all fucking hungry, so.
You slammed your hot pocket in your jaw.
I slammed the hot pocket. Oh, jaw. Yes, guys, I am not a robot. I am a human. I eat.
And ice cream.
More human.
Is it hot? What are you eating? Cake? What the fuck are you eating?
Is it floor pie,
Blueberry
floor
pie,
ice
vanilla
cream?
ice cream.
The fuck
You-
are you from
yeah.
Minecraft?
I just put a plate on the floor because I didn't want to lift it up and
Yes,
make
and-
it seem, make it seem a little more formal. But anyways, I guess I could start talking about the fact that Microsoft Office 2021 has a release date, and this actually is good for those who don't want to subscribe to Office 365. I remember FluufAlpaca in one of our previous episodes had mentioned that he did not.
Oh yeah,
wanted a version
basically
used to
the
make one,
phone
and then-
app, but I don't mind throwing $5 your way.
So it's gonna come out October 5th. So if you just want, just my office, go down the drive for like a freaking thing, go for it. Now Microsoft is also experimenting with the ability to not enter passwords to get into your account.
Right.
So there's probably some security measures in place that they have, so that way you can just log in without having to enter a password.
Oh, okay. So the thing I don't like about that is just so I like the idea of so this is for the PC, right?
This
Yeah.
is for all of
Okay.
Microsoft services. You can log in. This could be for phone or PC. It's Microsoft wide. So if you have a Microsoft account, you have to log in.
Okay. So the only thing I don't like about that is for me, I feel like if like there are plenty of options already to just log in your account. I mean, of course, you with the password, but I think, yeah, that'd be nice to just log in without a password or have something, but I just, I don't know. I hope it's secure enough, in my opinion.
So what they're
You know,
doing,
like,
I was gonna say, so what they're doing with it is that you're gonna download this app called Microsoft Authenticator, and what you do is it connect with your phone or Windows Hello, whatever, and you just sign in using this authenticator.
oh, it's literally it's just an authenticator. I thought it would be like some sort of space magic or something. Like it would just keep your password and be like, no, that's there, Damien. Something like that. I don't know.
But yeah, you could use facial recognition or fingerprints or whatever. But the idea is that you wouldn't have to worry about a password. So they're
I
adding,
see. Well,
so they're doing so making it passwordless by just adding another layer you could choose.
I swear though, that's just they could literally. It's the same thing as them emailing you a code and saying, "Yeah, that's them."
Mm-hmm. I can just see Ghost Weller over there, just like, I have no comment for this. I don't care. Exactly.
No.
Exactly. So we can move on to the next topic here. And that was Amazon's opening Cashier-less Whole Foods.
What?
So Amazon, so goes well. Are you familiar with Amazon's like stores they have that you can just walk in with your just without going to do a cashier at all?
No.
So there's some stores that Amazon has, especially the one in Washington, where if you have your phone with you and you can just walk in the store, you don't have to talk to a cashier. You just grab yourself and get out.
Yeah, and it uses like AI and shit to like watch you shop, and
I
the
think
AI judges is if you put something in your pocket to steal or just threw something in your bag, and it'll like do some sort of like AI stuff. And like I remember Linus from Linus Tech Tips. He stole tampons for his girlfriend using Amazon store. It was a video prompt. Don't worry. He didn't actually steal. I think he paid for it later on.
But yeah, so they're taking that technology they had from those Amazon stores and implementing it into Whole Foods because they own Whole Foods.
Oh yeah.
So the idea is that you simply just so they're doing it for two of them. One in
it's a
Washington
cool
D.C.
concept.
Yeah, one in Washington D.C. and the other one in Sherman Oaks, California. So there, you can just take your phone, log in your Amazon account. You just walk into the Whole Foods, grab your stuff, and get the hell out.
Is
You,
quite intriguing.
you know that you can also do that without a Amazon account. It's called a shoplifting.
True. But yeah, technically you might be able to, it might be a thing, yeah, so. But yeah, if there's any security around, then yeah, if there's no security around, then yeah, you could probably just steal everything, call it a day, or just do whatever Alpaca said about Linus.
There's one image I'm missing, and it's Linus when he said he was gonna retire. It's that face.
Now, do we have any other thoughts on this matter? Because, I mean, I kind of have some thoughts about this, considering I work at a grocery market.
Yeah, fuck nerd.
So I know that the grocery market I work at recently implemented something that, like, you have a phone and you kind of just scan a QR code. Like, you scan the barcode using your phone, and afterwards you just scan this other QR code on your way out, and that's about it. This just seems to be a more advanced version of that sort of system, where you just log in, the Amazon account, whatever. You walk in the store, take what you need, and then you get out. Now they just said,
And then, sorry, I was gonna throw in a little skit there, and then you get very depressed because you got thrown in jail for shoplifting.
He looks like American Yami Mesh.
Look,
Sorry,
not only that, but I'm gonna be honest. I think Linus here, like, he, like, the sad thing is this guy's pouring his guts out about retiring, and he makes this face, and it becomes a meme.
Imagine not even being able to retire.
but we have no other thoughts about Amazon opening Cashier-less.
That's the face of I lost my penis in the car door.
Nah, this is the face.
It came right off.
This is the face of the car door.
But yeah, no other thoughts about Amazon and Cashier-less stores.
No,
All right. So
because I would make many shoplifting jokes, but you know, the internet will do that for me. So
Yeah, you'll end up looking like this. You've slammed your penis in the car door.
So now we can talk about Facebook and how they're partnering with Ray-Ban to make smart glasses.
Oh yeah. So are these like the contact things that end up becoming like sci-fi shit, or are
No, but dude, I would buy one in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
Contact, fucking, oh, dude, yes.
heads-up display, fucking heads-up display inside fucking your own eyeballs, dude. Yeah,
No, that's literally what I think this is, unless you're talking about the
I would
glasses
pay.
versions.
Oh no, I'm talking about the contact lens. I want to look like fucking
No,
Cyberlife over here.
I'm Connor, the android sent by Cyberlife.
I mean, to be fair, I already look like a fucking android, so I guess it works out.
Yeah, it'd be
but
one of the
yeah,
models that
this isn't anything to do with contact lenses. It's just creating smart glasses, so kind of like Google Glass back in the.
Didn't
alright.
Google already try that and fuck it up masterfully?
masterfully.
But they say that this.
No, not majorly. Like Mastercraft fucked up.
But yeah,
I'm gonna buy that mask.
But yeah, they're saying that the company is teamed up with Ray-Ban to create glasses that can take photos, record video, answer phone calls, and look at that, play podcasts.
I'm not gonna listen to hours.
Well, maybe not this episode, but maybe a future episode, or go watch episode 11.
Yeah, because this was like fucking 3 hours long, and you need to edit.
Just watch episode 10 which is like 15 minutes if you don't want to watch this episode.
No, true.
Or
You have a lot of editing to do. A lot of editing.
Not really, just clip a clip out, add a black screen here. I'm good.
And clip on my name, thank you.
Well, that too.
You better not forget, motherfucker. I'll kill you.
Right.
I'll come to your house with a pogo stick dildo at the end of it. And when you're laying down in bed, I'm going to use that pogo stick dildo and bounce on you. That's not gay.
Now, here's the thing, though. Do you know where I live?
Yes. I do, as a matter of fact.
Well, you haven't been to the place I lived in now.
No, not now, but you have given me your address.
But we're not going to talk about that on the show. Anyways, but yeah, any thoughts on this?
So he lives in. Yeah, you thought I was gonna say it.
But yeah, any idea any thoughts on Facebook smart glasses? Or do you all rapid fire through the car stuff?
I don't know.
Yeah, so if you have any Facebook Marketplace,
What? What about it?
I don't know. Call him with Spaz now over there. running his webcam at 2 frames a second. Welcome to
Yep. Welcome to Deal with Podcast.
Or as he
Same
like to
time.
say-
You're welcome, guys.
welcome today.
Anyway, so these glasses will start at $299, and they'll come in more than 20 styles. They say.
That's actually not that bad for smart glasses.
No.
I was expecting them to be significantly higher in price.
Yeah. I do know that if you really want to be snazzy, they do have. I know Bose did some like speaker glasses that you can wear, so like audio glasses, like Bluetooth earphone glasses. I was actually almost about to think about getting one of those pairs, so that way I could just wear sunglasses while I'm on the boat and listen to music without having anyone complain to me about them. But yeah, not much else to say about these smart glasses, I think. But now we can get on to all the automotive stuff.
Automotive?
Yeah, we have 4 articles, but with cars.
Alright, so it was fun being here. I think it's my time to retire.
Well,
This is
you
where
have.
you lose me.
Well, then again, we have one article we save for last. I think you'll get a kick out of. So. All right.
Oh yeah, certainly. It'll be quick. It's just literally about futuristic stuff
Well,
with cars. Like, I guess.
Sounds boring.
Yeah.
So the first one is something to do with Hyundai's Hydrogen Vision 2040, and they're going to have trailer drones and fuel cell supercars. And I wish I could show you this, but they have a whole trailer here. Alpaca seen what thing looked like. If you look at the article I sent you guys in the Discord chat, you'll see there's a Hyundai Hydrogen Vision revival of the episode 1 wrestler. Oh my god.
You know what, guys? Your guys' homework is to caption.
But yeah,
Actually, no. Your guys' comment of the day is comment what that wrestler's name would be. I'm thinking
Oh, yes.
Milk Duds.
yeah. But yeah, they're doing some interesting things. Like they're gonna have like a trailer drum, which is a cabless hydrogen-powered container transportation system capable of operating fully autonomously. Now, Alpaca, I believe you remember. I remember we were talking about that at one point, and you were just wondering how this whole thing worked.
Yeah, I remember
Back
saying
a few weeks ago. I don't know if you remember.
it was very much along the lines of I like the concept, but I thought hydrogen, was also bad for the environment too. Like I remember, yeah, I remember this big like weird looking truck thing. It was a drone thing. But it's just like I don't know how more better, I guess. I don't know. Hydrogen would be versus like petrol, or gasoline. Because it's just like I don't know, it's like I mean, I guess it would be more efficient than gasoline, but I don't know how it'd be better for the environment because isn't hydrogen like kind of bad for the environment? No, I'm not too sure though.
Well,
Yeah, alright
that's
then,
the
never
thing about
mind.
it, despite problems
It's
with
just like
efficiency and pollution, so they do know that it does pollute. But they are betting. Yeah, they're betting on the
Yeah.
it seems to be more
I
environmentally
just-
friendly than oil.
Mm-hmm.
Because hydrogen is the first element in the periodic table. So it's kind of almost going toward like nuclear-ish energy. Not quite. As far as I'm thinking, but if anyone in the comments
Yeah,
down below
honestly,
if I'm wrong,
it's like-
please.
I'm gonna be honest.
Or comment on that wrestler, or comment on that.
And
other
comment
thing
who you
that
want to bang out of
Ghost
the three of
mentioned
us.
earlier,
Just
won
kidding.
the arena game. We have a Discord server with 3 teams for that. Go join that. Anyway, yeah, also interesting. They showed off too. They're gonna have a 670 horsepower hydrogen car. And it's a hybrid car. It looks similar to like an Audi. But yeah, actually on this, like it does seem like a pretty concept. They're betting on hydrogen when like other manufacturers like Ford and Tesla and others are all trying to go electric. Ghost, do you have anything to say
caught
on
my eye
this?
is the car. It's the comment that Alpaca said. Because here's the thing with that. You might have meant that as a joke, but now we are actually running the risk of getting comments about that.
What?
We're gonna start the Phantom Wars. Get ready, everybody.
We
Now this is Avenger level threat.
I think
Alright.
Oh god.
Alright. I think we're done with that topic. We don't have anything else to say about hydrogen cars. I'll edit that out.
This is a Mountain Dew and Doritos level threat. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Our next topic here, we're getting
Yeah,
close
we're
to the end,
halfway.
I promise you. We're
Out of,
like halfway to the car stuff.
7.
So
Just
Ford,
kidding.
Ford, Walmart, and Argo AI are planning to launch
Not LA,
autonomous
what?
vehicle deliveries in 3 cities.
Yeah, I was
Miami
wondering
and
about the LA
Washington,
part
D.C.
too.
So this is interesting that Walmart is thinking about testing AI deliveries. I guess this will help with like the fact that they don't need delivery drivers or anything like that. They can just send these cars out and just, oh, hey, here's your phone.
It's only a test though. But
Yeah, like you can see here that their focus on the test is they're on the testing and development of self-driving technology that operates in urban areas where customer demand is high. Really comes to life with this collaboration. Working together, Walmart and Ford across 3 markets are showing the autonomous vehicle delivery service at scale. So they're trying to, make it so that, they pick these 3 cities out, especially because I think they're very urban cities. I mean,
yeah, I'd love to see an autonomous helicopter drone.
I would love to see a Rafflecopter Stormtrooper. That'd be pretty damn dope, not gonna lie.
Yeah. But yeah. That's this here. I think, this is going to be interesting to see, like, how this works out. I imagine if I just go on my Walmart app on my phone and I just order, like, I want a copy of Tales of Arise, a copy of Sonic Old Colors Ultimate, 5 copies of Tokyo Literature Club Plus, so I get them to FluufAlpaca and GhostwellerGame.
Joyously. I will.
If they make a physical copy of Deltarune, I'll also give you that too. Alpaca being cheeky and saying, get on the freaking. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to have like autonomous vehicle deliver my stuff. It'd be nice. I would like to see us
Oh,
actually
yeah.
focuses a lot more. I think it'd be really cool to see it's improved. Ghost, anything else you want to add to this, or are you just like, I just want to move on to
We've
that
been
topic?
here for fucking 3 hours. Eat dicks. Bag of dicks.
Right.
You see a bag of dicks?
Okay, we'll have a few more topics.
Nom,
and
nom,
then
nom,
we're
nom,
done.
nom. That's what you do. Eat a big bag of dicks. You've been here for 3 hours.
So I. Okay, this actually is not the longest episode GAHCast ever been. The longest one I made listed one episode 4.
Guys, I'm feeling
It's the
real
longest
stuck.
one you've been a part of, but really, I did not cut
I
this
ate a
right.
wrong steak again. Oof.
Oh no, not you. Eat the wrong steak, dude. Oh my god.
Oh, that explains
Can I go
why
back to
that
editing,
didn't
please?
work. I
That'd be nice.
didn't copy the email.
Somebody. Somebody wants to.
So, this article saying California is going to make zero-emission autonomous vehicles mandatory by
So if there's
2030.
anyone that wants to be named Ghost and wants to take my place, that'd be greatly appreciated. I would like to sign a petition
pretty
on
much-
who can fit the spot the best. Please comment down below if anyone's down to take my place for a few episodes. That would be greatly appreciated. By yours truly, Ghostweller.
Also, you have to take
No
over the
comments.
streams too.
Yeah, just
I mean, we could just make this typecast. I could just have the show to
For an
myself, but
April Fool.
that's for another day. Anyway, but yeah, any idea, like, any thoughts on this whole thing? Like, California starting. Oh, Jesus.
he left.
Oh.
Wait, are you guys' videos still loading? Oh fuck! I think I actually fucked something up. What the fuck happened?
What the fuck? What the fuck did
I don't
your head do?
Okay, well, anyway,
Your head
let's-
jerked this way and that way. It looked like a terrible gif.
Yeah, so we're saying that how we're grateful for California's leadership in ensuring that this will be the industry standard. The AV industry is primed to lead the way in reducing greenhouse gas emissions in cities, and it's why we operate an all-electric zero-emissions fleet from the start. That's what cruised back SP 500 through whatever it is. But yeah, do you have any idea what we think of this whole idea? Because it seems like interesting that putting in like autonomous zero-emission vehicles through cities.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember Alpaca before this
Okay,
episode started, you had some things to say on this.
On the so we're talking about the Ford and Walmart thing, right? Oh, okay. So sorry about that. Oh yes, about
No, I was on
California.
California.
Yes, now. I'm so sorry. I've been too busy trolling Ghostweller. So I'm just kidding. A little funny.
You don't
Yes,
troll my relationship group. It's okay.
Motherfucker. Nah.
And again, he's also shows that he's not interested in us rambling.
Oh yes. Okay, so yeah, about
We really
California.
love the guys. We awesome.
Let's throw up an image. There we go. That's good. Okay. So about this. So, the thing about this, it's like, um, zero emission autonomous vehicles mandatory. So, wait, autonomous vehicles? What? Hold on a damn second. What do you mean? All light to upper in the state to mid-zero transmission. Oh, autonomous ones. Oh, okay. I was afraid that that they meant like, oh yes, you can't drive a gas-powered, you have to convert your Cadillac to like, your old 19 whatever thousand fucker. You have to change that all the way to like brand new electric only Cadillac, I guess, or whatever. It's like there goes the vintage cars or something, but no, it's just autonomous ones. Okay, never mind. Um, but if this, I see. Okay. Um, I do. Oh, wait, hold on a damn second. Let me read this a little bit more. Ban the sale of new gasoline and diesel powered vehicles by 2035. Okay, so yeah, but the thing is can you still drive a gas powered vehicle if it's, you know? I see.
Yes, that cannot be sold. So if you have one around, it shouldn't. They aren't going to allow the sale of new ones. That's how I would interpret it. I mean, comment down below if you think differently. And then you're even doing this thing with the floating. This is a gas powered 20 bucks. I mean, it's a good separation for environmental consciousness. So that being said, I think I'll just move on to the last article here and spare Ghostweller his
Okay. Oh yeah, but
last one because it's pretty much detailing the same thing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at this one too as well. In 14 years' time, no fossil fuel powered. I see. Okay, so yeah, it's the same thing. It's just they won't also be sold in New York as well as California, which I assume other states will follow ahead with. But that said, there is one last article that is, worthy of, worthy of somebody's attention. Anyway, if you ever lose hope in humanity, just know that if you ever lose hope in humanity, just understand that if nothing has feeling anymore, maybe you don't need something that has emotions.
Now, Ghost, stop looking at manga porn.
We're probably Chinese electrical startup want to build a rebel robot unicorn for kids.
Doesn't look like Monica to me.
That's manga porn.
But anyway, so the Chinese electric vehicle maker Xpeng has seen a robot unicorn meant for children to ride. And they're saying this thing is going to cost $75,000.
I don't know why people can't just stick with the classics. Yes.
But Ghostweller, take a look at this thing.
Alright.
I have a link to this in the Discord. Take a look at it.
Oh.
I encourage you.
Oh, cool. $75,000.
The last article I have linked here.
Just like. It's still the same fucking
I think it
concept.
doesn't look like a unicorn at
Fucking
all.
stupid.
Hey man, at least we now know that unicorns have been proven real.
All right, I think it's my time to go.
Hey, no, before you go. Hey, this can only mean one thing. Unicorns have been proven real before Grand Theft Auto 6. This means Grand Theft Auto 6 will not come true. He took off his headphones! No, we've pissed him
He's
off a
clearly
little
not
bit
interested
too
in this article
much,
at all.
I
Oh my
think.
God.
I mean, wait, Netflix League of Legends? Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I think overall this is a pretty good episode. I think.
But
So
by the way, Jiping, please
you know, we
make an
commented on the
alpaca
comment, so
llama
the
version
major format.
of this, and I will happily pay my liver for it.
Or wait for it. Make a manga version of this for Ghostweller. Have something that's like a robotic girlfriend for Ghostweller. Here we go. You're welcome. Anywho, that being
I am
said, like I said,
FluufAlpaca.
comment of the day. I am Hydrowave99.
You done yet?
He's
The one
done
and
yet.
only.
Bye.
And we'll see you all next time.